first one is vision planning. And think of somebody just in our Dare to Dream, or think of somebody working in a corporation, or somebody in sales, or a pro athlete. You know, you're always working on the what's next, and trying to figure out who in the heck am I, what's my why, and where am I going with all of this. Okay, so that's the vision planning piece. And then the next piece is the financial piece. And Philip, you know, we coached together for a couple years. You could teach this now, and that's mastering your ABCs. What's coming in? How do I increase my offense and bring more money in? What can I do if I'm selling real estate, Thomas and Tatiana? What can I do that can branch off that real estate? You know, is it flipping? Is it buying rentals? Is it a property management? Is it a better system of referrals that's kind of a passive income way of getting money? How can I increase my offense? 2, monitoring what's coming in, what's going out, what's left to invest. That's the, you know, One Life AB, the backbone of what we do. And C, what's left for far too many, debt reduction. But what we'd love for you to do, what's left for investing. So that's what's coming in, what's going out, what's left to invest. And then you take that and branch out of what do you need to learn there. The next is wellness. How can I be fit in my mind, body, and spirit? What do I need to fix? You know, am I not eating right? Am I not exercising enough? Am I drinking too much? Am I not doing a miracle morning? Am I not practicing self-care? How, you know, it's that inner work that we can't do anything for anybody unless we have the oxygen mask on us. And the fourth piece is relationships. And this is where do I fit into this? And another huge piece of One Life Fully Lived, it starts with going back to that inner work. How is my relationship with myself, and in whatever way you see it in your God, in your spirituality? How is your connection there? So being fit and taking the time for the sacred selfishness of getting yourself, you know, right. And then how's my relationship with my family, my friends? Who's my tribe? Where do I fit in? One of the reasons I love to spend so much time in nature is you see that over and over. Check out how the trees and the bushes and the rocks and the waterfalls, it all just melds together beautifully. Look for clues of stuff like that. And it helps you to figure out, where in the heck do I fit in all this wonderful mosaic? You know, look around on this call. Some of us know each other really well. Look at the mosaic of this call. That's the beauty of life. There you go, Philip.
Perfect.
Yes. That's simple. You know, that's what we want to give kids. We're calling it like your iOS, your inner operating system, or the code, writing the code for your programming for where do you fit into all of this. So think of this, you know, teaching young kids, 3 years old, all the way up to a 85-year-old who just lost their spouse, and they got to start all over. You know, they got a new dream, a new plan. Hopefully they got some money. Hopefully they still got their health. Now who's the new relationships? Where are we going from here? So, you know, this is relevant all through one's life.
So far. So you can see I'm actually on duty right now. I'm active duty Air Force. So I'm actually building my third business inside of while I'm serving in the military. So if you don't think you can build a business, you say you don't have enough time, don't tell me that, because I'm active duty military. So so this year I've been a guest on 58 podcasts. I was booked 21 times to speak this year. And I've added over $4,700 to my income streams. I have 6 income streams now, and none of them are real estate. So, so it's been, I mean, we paid off close to $20,000 in debt this year. And it's just, it was like, and Phil's my accountability brother. So him and I have weekly calls, and we've stuck it through, haven't we, Phil? We kind of stuck together. But having somebody there to kind of push you and kind of like, no, that's stupid, don't do that, has been has been the major difference. And so as I start to transition out of the military, I'm building this for myself, but speaking, training, mentoring, teaching entrepreneurship speakers and business owners how to do what they want to do. I've added 4,700, and I'd say half of that's probably passive, and the other half is just monthly income, 4,700 monthly income that's coming in. Either I'm mentoring somebody or it's passively based on my programs, products, and services.
Good job, Sean. Good for you. And it's another example. Ours is based around real estate. You list and sell homes. You can get referrals, buy rentals, do some flips, build up to syndicates, stuff like that. You're doing the model of union model.
But I take your teachings and I just model it to what I want to creatively do. The same way, like you said, referrals, the same way, just something different, and I get the same result just in a different industry.
It's beautiful, you guys. And this is, there's so much out there. There's never been a time in history where there's so much opportunity. It's the gig economy. I posted one that just blew me away for people without, you could do this without a car. Professional line sitter is a new job, is a new gig. Make $30 to $35 an hour. Think about this for your friends that say, "There's a way you guys could do all this. What could I do?" You could go sit in line for somebody waiting for the new iPhone and make $100, $150. And people are doing this, and there's other models all over the country of how to go from nothing with something and just get all these little side hustles going. And Sean said it beautifully. You can do this while you're working your day job. You can have your W-2 with how many side streams you got going, bro?
I have 6. So I have an ebook that I literally sell for $47 passively. I don't do anything. It just sells. It's in, you can use ClickFunnels, Infusionsoft, whatever you want to use, but it sells. And I wake up and I'll have a couple $100 in my account. I get paid for my podcast because I have a radio show, so I get advertising and sponsorships and different things. I get booked and paid to speak. I mentor people. And then I have different things, like I have a resume that I can create for somebody, a speaker one sheet, some different automated tools, or I get you booked on podcasts. So there's all these different things that I can do and get revenue from them. Well, I started speaking really focusing on the speaking really in 2016. My podcast or radio show started in 2017. I created the ebook this year. So I'd say probably a year and a half solid building up to this moment where at any given time I have, 4,700 plus monthly revenue being generated easily.
That's stellar.
Inside of a year.
Execution.
Oh, it's all about execution, systems and strategies in place.
I did coach with Tim a while back, and we did go through these formats. And when he talks about the finances, I think that was the biggest for me to learn and master that. That changed my life forever. Okay, and a little background is I came from a corporate world where I didn't know anything about finances. I knew how to make money and I knew how to spend it really well. Yeah. But I didn't know how to save it. And through the simple ABCs that Tim talked about, I was able to take a 12-month goal of leaving corporate world and becoming a full-time real estate agent. Well, I set the goal for 12 months. Tim said 6, and we did it in 4. And I was able to pay off enough debt, put money away, and then go into real estate full-time. And so fast forward, that was back in 2014, I think it was, Tim. So fast forward, I'm in a position today where we made a 5-year goal back in 2014 and a vision that we put together. And today, that vision has come together, okay? What that vision looked like is I'd have a small real estate team and I'd be focusing more on investment properties while the team helped on the retail side of our business. And I've teamed up with somebody, and that has become more of a reality over the last 6 months. So when Tim had told me at one time what he talked about today, and look at other ways to increase your income outside of retail real estate. So I have bought rental property. We're focusing on buying flips and or keeping those as long-term rentals. Or the same client, we may just turn around and put that home on the market and sell it as a retail product. Okay, and that's kind of like in a nutshell where my life is at. You know, it's that constant, never-ending improvement that he talked about. That visioning. I think one of the most powerful tools that I learned from Tim was that vision. And as we're going into the new year, I've already outlined what December 31st, 2019 is going to look like, where I'm going to be at, and what I'm going to be celebrating based on the accomplishments that we're going to have this year based on our goals. I would say almost 100% of it was inner work. It was all about the mindset. You know, they say 98% is mental and 2% is mechanical. I really had to dive into it and surround myself with people that looked at my dreams and my goals and said, "You're freaking crazy, but I love it. Let's lock arm in arms and we're going to do this together." So absolutely.